Hello and welcome to this lesson for Design and Technology Grade 9. This is the second lesson on mechanisms. In this video, you will look at mechanical components of mechanisms, namely the lever, pulley, chain and sprockets, and you will learn how to state the functions of these mechanisms, identify these mechanisms as used in machines, and assess the use of these components in systems design. In the last lesson, we saw that mechanisms can be used to change the types of movement, transmit movement and force, change the speed of movement, amplify and reduce the distance of movement, change the direction of movement, and change the amount of force a movement provides. There are four types of movement. And each can be represented by a different symbol. A large variety of mechanical components are used in mechanisms to perform different functions. These components are mostly connected to motors and give movement of required force and speed. The most common components are the lever, the pulley, the chain and sprocket, linkages, the screw, cams, and gears. In this lesson, we will look at the lever, pulley, and the chain and sprocket. We will first look at the lever. Levers provide a very simple method of increasing force or movement. A lever is a rigid bar which pivots at a point called the fulcrum. A lever system can be used to move a load. This is done by applying a force called the effort. In this case, applying the force downwards will move the load upwards. Many common tools incorporate levers. They are used in many mechanical systems to provide mechanical advantage. Levers are classified according to the positions of force or effort, the load or weight, and the fulcrum or pivot point. In a class 1 lever, the fulcrum is between the effort and the load. In a class 2 lever, load is between effort and fulcrum. And in a class 3 lever, effort is between fulcrum and load. Examples of class 1 levers are snips and a seesaw. Examples of class 2 levers are a wheelbarrow and a car bonnet. And examples of class 3 levers are a broom and a fishing rod. Can you identify which class of levers this is? Correct, it is a class 1 lever. Can you identify now which class of levers this one is? It is a class 1 lever as well. Can you identify which class of lever this one is? Yes, it is a class 2 lever. And can you identify which class of lever this one is? Yes, the bottle opener is a class 2 lever. What about this one? Indeed, ice tongs are class 3 levers. We will now look at pulleys. A pulley is a wheel that is used with a belt or cable for transmitting rotary motion. A pulley can be used to lift loads. A block and tackle uses several pulleys to make lifting loads even easier. Pulleys are used to drive many machines. Driver pulleys are often connected to motor shafts. Pulleys are represented using circles, and belts are represented using lines in the way that has been shown. Speed can be increased or decreased upon changing the diameters of the pulleys used. In this case, the driver pulley has a larger diameter and the driven pulley has a smaller diameter. The output speed therefore increases. In this case, the driver pulley has a smaller diameter than the driven pulley, and the output speed will decrease. Pulleys are relatively affordable and easy to operate. Examples of uses of pulleys can be found in the measuring tape, in a gantry crane, and in the material handling systems illustrated over here. Let us now look at the chain and sprocket. This system is composed of a toothed wheel which prevents slips. We have an example of the use of chains and sprockets in the bicycle, and, as we had seen in the previous lesson, in escalators. Chains and sprockets need to be regularly lubricated in order to decrease friction. In this video, you had a look at how to list down different types of mechanical components of mechanisms, namely the lever, pulley, chain and sprocket. You learned how to state the functions of mechanisms, identify the different mechanisms used in machines, and assess the use of these components in systems design. These are our references for images used. This brings us to the end of this presentation, and do remember that all of our videos are available on the website of the Ministry of Education under the Student Support Program. Thank you for having watched this program, and do catch us for our next lesson on mechanisms. Till then, goodbye.